This is Dennis Lamb here, and I'd like to thank you for taking the time out of your busy schedule to join us on this webinar. Today, I'm excited to share with you what the ARIIX opportunity is all about and how we can help you build your own business using ARIIX's resources, whether you want to work at home, at your college or university campus, or even on the internet. If you're someone that's already familiar with this line of work or our business model, then what I'd like to share with you is why I believe ARIIX has a truly unique business strategy and a patent pending compensation plan that will not only revolutionize this entire industry, but will also allow it to become the next legacy company. And what that means for both you and I is that ARIIX will be the last business we'll ever have to build. But before I get into all the details, I'd first like to introduce myself so that we're not complete strangers. So once again, my name is Dennis Lamb. I'm currently 28 years old, and I'm from the San Francisco Bay Area in California, United States. Another name for this region is also called the Silicon Valley because some of the world's most famous tech companies you may have heard of, like Google, Intel, Apple, Facebook, YouTube, they're actually all based here in my neighborhood. Okay. In terms of ARIIX, I've been with the company since the very beginning, about 2.5 years ago in 2011. From the get-go, I've seen this startup working side by side with the founders and incredible leaders such as Tim Sales and Robert G. Allen. I've seen a company grow into a global giant with many millions in sales, and it's been not just challenging, but extremely exciting to be on this journey. Today, I'm considered the co-founder of the ARIIX Infinity team, and I'm also one of the top Gen Y leaders in ARIIX. The lifestyle that ARIIX has been able to give me of time freedom, where I get to choose when I want to work, where I want to work, who I want to work with, and it's just been incredible and also lots of fun. And that's why I'm also very excited to share with you how ARIIX can help you reach your financial goals as well in a bit. So one of the common questions I get from a lot of people I meet the first time is they ask me, hey, so Dennis, how did you go from being a science guy, a biomedical engineer, to become such a passionate entrepreneur and also maybe a business coach? And my short answer to that is essentially it has been a complete accident. See, for me, I had a very humble childhood growing up, right? I mean, I came from a lower middle class family, first generation Chinese American, and growing up in that family, I never really had what I wanted as a kid. You know, I had what I needed, but not what I wanted. And one of the big values my parents instilled in me was, you know, if you want to be successful in life, I had to, one, go to school, earn good grades, and get a high-paying, safe, secure job with great benefits, preferably being a medical doctor, an engineer, or maybe a lawyer, right? And that's exactly what I did, and I believe I got pretty good at it. I was fortunate enough to get accepted and graduate from the University of California, Berkeley as a biomedical engineer. And soon after, when I was working in a biotech field, I was also a community organizer on a part-time basis. Working with the city of San Francisco and the Stanford Asian Liver Center and the Stanford Medical School, along with a lot of academic and government leaders to promote a health promotion campaign that I was really passionate for. And ultimately, my ambition, my plan A at that time was, hey, I wanted to consider being a medical doctor, go to med school. Well, then something happened to me in 2009 that literally changed my entire direction in life. I accidentally stumbled upon a book written by a self-made multimillionaire that talked about unique concepts about money, wealth, and success in life. In fact, if there was a course in college called Wealth 101 or How to Retire Early 202, this would be it. It was so mind-blowing and intriguing to me that it led me to read book after book. And one thing I ultimately learned from this experience is that we may not like to talk about money all the time. A lot of people might have their own opinions on what type of lifestyle they want to live or what career path they want to choose. But at the end of the day, money is like oxygen. You need it to live on this world. And in this game of money in life, there are only 4 possible outcomes, where each outcome will come with its own lifestyle. And it's only those that understand that these rules exist and choose to master these rules will have the highest chance of achieving the outcome they desire. So what are these outcomes? E, S, B, and I quadrants. E standing for employed or employee, meaning you work for money, such as in a job. S stands for self-employed, small business, or specialist. Imagine you go to school, you get a license as a dentist. You start your own dental clinic. If you're not cleaning teeth, you're not making money. If you take a 6-week holiday, well, most likely you're not making money during that holiday, right? So another example is you're a real estate agent, you sell houses. Well, if you're not selling houses, you're not making money. So in a way, you still have to work for money. However, on the other end, on the B and I quadrants, money is working for you. In big business, you have a lot of people working for you. I mean, imagine Bill Gates taking a 6-week vacation. I believe he still has a business that's growing. Investors has money working for them. So one thing I learned is on the left-hand side, if you're not working, you're not making money. On the right-hand side, you can actually have time freedom because you have passive income. And another thing I learned is for people that want to have passive income and want that type of lifestyle that comes with it, they have to be willing to take some risk because there's not a single business or investment on this planet that does not involve risk. So when I understood these concepts, I immediately start looking for ways to help me go to the right side and learn the skills that are important for me to be a successful business owner or investor. And that is when I stumbled upon this type of business called network marketing. Understanding that there were people that are helping me, supporting me, and teaching me how to successfully build a business, I gave it a shot. And 4 years later, this business has not only helped me achieve time freedom today, but also provided me a vehicle to seek out and help countless people in the world that are hurting physically, emotionally, financially, or maybe even spiritually. And in ways I would never have been able to help them if I had chosen to become a doctor. I say all this not to impress you, but to impress upon you the possibilities that can happen if you take action with the correct information. With that said, what I like to do next is to explain what the ARIIX opportunity is all about, starting with the industry, the company, and the products, and see how we can help you unleash your human potential for good. So what exactly is ARIIX? Well, ARI in Latin stands for gold or gold standard. So we want to be the golden opportunity to help you unleash the human potential for good and have a life of infinite possibilities. Now in terms of industry, we want to make sure that the products and services your business is selling not only has a high consumer demand today, but we want to make sure it always will have high consumer demand for the next many decades to come. That way, you can ensure yourself that you will have a long-term business. While the group of people that create these trends are baby boomers. For the past 60 years, any industry they touch, starting from baby foods to real estate, have become multi-billion, if not trillion-dollar industries. Today, that next wave will be called health and wellness, and it will be the next trillion-dollar industry. In terms of company, our company ARIIX is based in Bountiful, Utah. That is 15 minutes north of Salt Lake City. We're launched in April 2012, well-funded and completely debt-free. Our first year alone, we did over 30 million in sales. That is the fastest first-year growth record in any company in the entire history of direct sales. We also have a very aggressive global expansion plan. As of now, we're already in over 14 countries from US, Canada, China, Hong Kong, Taiwan, Japan, Singapore, Mexico, Russia, and even various parts of Europe. And the reason why ARIIX was able to have such an explosive start despite being a young company is because its founders were definitely not new kids on the block. Not only do they have combined decades of experience in the industry, managing companies, but they have a proven track record of working together. In their previous company, all of them were able to work together to create one of the world's most efficiently ran publicly traded companies known in the industry of direct sales. Let's take a look at the CEO and president. Dr. Fred Cooper has a PhD in business administration. He also is a professor and founder of the Center for Entrepreneurship at the University of Utah. The last company he worked with for over 13 years, he became the chief operating officer and president because he helped the company generate over $1 billion in revenues in over 14 countries. Now, one thing I always joke around when it comes to Fred, if you look at his forehead, it's huge. It's like his brain is bulging out. And the reality is, Fred is extremely smart. He's a genius, especially when it comes to product strategy or compensation plans and anything that deals with math and statistics. Now, on the other hand, if you really get to know Fred, he's also very funny. Literally, he's a stand-up comedian, and more importantly, he has a heart to serve the people. See, in my many years of experience in this industry, one of my favorite quotes actually comes from Fred, and it'll show you the type of character he is. Fred taught me, put people first no matter what, above yourself, above money, above greed, ambition, or power. If you make people feel special and loved, you will really be happy. And that happiness is priceless. On the other hand, let's take a look at Mark Wilson. He has not only decades of experience in this industry, but every previous company he worked with or helped manage all generated over hundreds of million dollars in sales. Just like Fred, this man has a heart to serve the people. Okay, moving on, take a look at Riley and Jeff, our COO and CFO. So Riley is the Chief Operating Officer. He's pretty much in charge of product pricing, making sure products are shipped on time to every location, to all customers worldwide, and all operations are working properly. He has a BS in economics from the University of Utah. Jeff Yates, on the other hand, is our Chief Financial Officer. He has a certified public accountant and master's in accounting degree, has decades of experience working in the public and private sector for finance and accounting, and he's in charge of making sure money gets paid out to anyone that does business with ARIIX efficiently, effectively in all the countries we operate in. And now let's take a look at the leadership behind the product development. The first individual is our Chief Medical Officer, Dr. Ray Strand. He's usually the person behind all the clinical trials of any products that we have to ensure that they're safe, effective. He has almost 4 decades of experience being a doctor, but over the past 15 years, he shifted to a disease prevention expert through nutritional medicine. And today, he's considered one of the world leading authorities on nutritional and preventive medicines. I mean, this guy wrote several books. He's been on TV shows. And one of his well-known best-selling books is called What Your Doctor Doesn't Know About Nutritional Medicine May Be Killing You. Next, we have Deanna Latson. She is our Chief Product Officer. She's a certified nutritionist and has a master's degree in health communication from San Francisco State. Now, instead of me going through and explaining who she is, her role in the company, her incredible and amazing track record and personal history overcoming health challenges, we actually have a special interview we did with her, so you can hear it directly from Deanna herself.
Hi, my name is Deanna Latson, and I'm the Chief Product Officer for ARIIX. And sometimes people say to me, what's the Chief Product Officer? I've never heard of such a thing. Well, my job is essentially all the raw materials come through me. And I organize and facilitate our scientific advisory board. All of our doctors, our formulators, our chemists, and so we have a cohesive team working together to make sure all our products are fantastic. So it's my job to make sure that when we have final formulas, that the raw materials are perfect, and that nothing I wouldn't put in my body or my children's body gets into any ARIIX products. So people ask me, what'd you do before ARIIX? Were you in another marketing company or in another? I said, no, but I had a long career. I had 16 years in the health and wellness industry. For 5 years, I taught at San Francisco State University, and then I left teaching to start an independent career as an educator all over the world. I started speaking for universities and colleges, everything from Stanford all the way down to random community colleges in Florida. I've been there, over 800 in the United States. I also became recognized by the NCAA, and I worked with Pac-10 athletic teams all over the United States. My career then blossomed into a corporate career. I had some really interesting clients in the corporate world, companies like Visa, AT&T, Xerox. People ask me all the time, Deanna, where do you get the energy to talk about health all the time? Why are you so enthusiastic about health all the time? Do you ever stop talking about health and nutrition? And the answer is, well, I am always enthusiastic. I know I never really stop talking about it. And it's because I live through my own experience. You know, there's some people who get into business because they want the good business end of it. And then there's some people who get into business because they feel this burning passion, desire, purpose in their life. Well, I had an experience in my life where I have this undeniable purpose now. And the purpose is to help people understand the magic of the human body. Because I was an 11-year bulimic, because I had really bad skin, because I suffered from clustered migraine headaches, because I took Tylenol, Excedrin every day like it was candy, that was eating away the lining of my stomach, because my esophagus was bad, because I'd rotted out all my teeth from eating disorder, because I was 65 pounds heavier, and I just thought it was normal. That's the way life is supposed to be. And once I had an experience, an awakening, I guess you could call it. A lot of the religious communities call it an awakening. I think I had my own health awakening. And I had that experience. I came out on the other end, a different person, and it makes me unwavering. Why did I choose ARIIX? People have asked me that a lot. I met Fred, Mark, Riley, Jeff, and knew that ARIIX was my next home and a way to take a message and make it even bigger. And I felt like they felt like a great fit, and that we could do amazing things on the planet together, because they had what I don't have. But I do my job well, and my job for a long time now is just helping people understand how miraculous their body is. That if you have a problem or an issue, there's a nutrient, there's a food, there's something we can do to fix it naturally. And so we made this incredible team. And it's been an incredible ride so far.
Now that we know what Deanna's role is as a Chief Product Officer, the question then is, what exactly does ARIIX sell? And how do we sell it? Well, see, here's the thing. While many companies always talk about how there's one very important doctor or scientist that has an incredible invention, ARIIX believes that there are actually many talented experts in the field of wellness, not just one. And a lot of these people have spent decades developing all types of unique products. But the problem is they may not have voice or the ability to get these products out to the masses. So what Deanna's job is, along with all the founders and Dr. Strand and her team of talented experts, is to constantly scout for these products and these experts that are out there. So what is ARIIX's business and product strategy, and how is it unique compared to so many competitors in the health and wellness industry? To answer this question, let's take a look at a special interview we did with our CEO, Dr. Fred Cooper.
In direct selling, most direct selling companies are known to be one specific product. If I say a name and a direct selling company, or think about the direct selling companies that you know, you probably know them for one particular product. ARIIX is going to be different in that realm. We don't want to be known for a particular product. We want to be known as an opportunity company. But what do we sell? Well, what we sell are name brand products that consumers find intrinsically valuable. So each of these divisions and product lines that are offered are standalone companies in and of themselves. Health isn't just about taking vitamins. Health isn't just about healthy weight and management. It's psychological, it's physical, it's neurological, and it is emotional. We want to make sure we focus on each of those particular dimensions of people's personal traits and behaviors that contribute to perfect health. And we want to offer an array of products that make sure we accommodate and meet those needs. If they love nutrition, we have an excellent brand for nutritional supplementation. If they love skincare, they can sell a skincare brand. If they like weight loss, there's a weight loss and weight management brand. Literally at ARIIX, not only do you have to pick the company, but you also have to pick the product line or lines that you want to represent.
So next, let's take a look at what are some of these brands in the ARIIX umbrella Dr. Fred Cooper talked about, and what is the strategy behind these brands. First is any product in our brands, they must be unique and innovative, meaning that we will never want to have products that will compete based on just price and convenience. Second is they must be exclusive and consumable. Consumable products will ensure that you get residual passive income because the customer will buy the product over and over again. Exclusive means that the product will only be sold by ARIIX, and we will never be a broker of some third-party products that can be sold elsewhere. Third is they must be scientifically proven. Fourth, they must be easy to demonstrate. People can see and feel the quality or results. And lastly, they must be immune to product life cycles, meaning that in the future, in case any of these brands or products are not worth as much in the market, maybe because there's more competitors or there's better technology out there, what we're going to do is we're going to lower the prices of all these products so the brand will remain competitive, and we have the flexibility to introduce new products, new brands into our umbrella. And this flexibility is what will give ARIIX an unfair advantage compared to many other competitors in our industry that is usually known for just one type of product or one brand. Now let's begin by talking about Nutrify. This is our supplement brand. But first, allow me to share with you a short video that highlights some of the major health problems in today's world, which Nutrify will provide solutions for.
Consider this paradox. We live in an age of medical breakthroughs. Advanced treatments, therapies, drugs, and technologies improve the science of medicine every year. However, the prevalence of heart disease is up nearly 10% since 1999. The prevalence of cancer is up nearly 20% since 1999. And diabetes, up 35% since 1999, is a gateway to other diseases. Unless we reverse this trend, experts predict that for the first time in history, 1 in 3 children born today may live shorter lives than their parents. So why aren't we healthier? It's largely because we're overfed and undernourished. Take a few seconds to think about it. We often choose convenience over our health. Fast food sales have increased 2,000% since 1981. Eating fast food more than twice a week is associated with an increased risk for diabetes. Even so-called healthy foods are full of artificial ingredients and fat. Only 2% of us get our daily recommended servings of fruits and vegetables. And studies show that produce is not as nutritious as it used to be. Poor nutritional habits are becoming a national epidemic. But you are in control. Countless studies show that nutritional supplementation can positively affect your health. With proper nutrition and a healthy lifestyle, 80% of all heart disease in women is preventable. 60% of all cancer-related deaths could be prevented. 90% of all type 2 diabetes is preventable. Proper nutrition and supplementation are critical. Give your body the nutrients it needs. Invest in your health today.
So as we saw in the video, nutritional supplementation is increasingly crucial for anyone that wants to have an optimal, healthy life. So what makes Nutrify different and unique?
I'm constantly told by our manufacturers and our food formulators, I am told I'm the most difficult human being they've ever worked with. And I love that. I really do. I love that. Because they say I challenge them in a way that they've never been challenged before. Because, You see, the industry is filled with products that give you a lot of great stuff, I mean some amazing stuff, and then a little bit of bad. And I just don't believe in that philosophy at all. Why do all this great stuff with a little bit of bad? And when I say a little bit of bad, the supplement industry, excipients, flow agents, binders, all these things that keep a tablet together, to keep product moving through a tube. You know, these are all the stuff, a little bit of bad that people don't think about, they don't talk about, but a little bit of bad every day from a health company, it doesn't even make sense to me. So I run a really tight ship. That means everything has to be good. I'll give you an example. We used to have magnesium stearate in our products when I first joined in the company. And I changed it right away. Because it's one of those things that's widely used by almost all companies in the industry. It's just accepted as okay. Yet there's some research coming out of Canada that suggests that it's really not that great for you. It shouldn't be in your products. So I went to my manufacturer and I said, I'm done. We're not going to use magnesium stearate. And he's like, that's what everybody uses. And I said, okay, we can do what everybody does, but we're going to get what everybody gets, and that is subpar. Oh, why do we want that? I don't want magnesium stearate. So let's just be really clear. We're not going to use magnesium stearate. We need it. It's a flow agent. It keeps everything moving along. I said, wait a second, you just totally didn't hear me. We're not going to use magnesium stearate. I don't even care what you use it for. We need a replacement, and the replacement has to have a benefit for the body. Oh, you're so difficult. I said, exactly. I'm so glad. And he came back and we figured out that rice bran would work. Now it's harder, it takes more time, it clogs up the machines. It's more difficult for the engineers on the floor manufacturing. But rice bran has all types of cofactors for helping B vitamins absorb into the body. It's a food, it's whole food. And look at how beautiful that is. What sounds better, magnesium stearate or rice bran? Well, of course, rice bran. I think as consumers become more educated, they realize how we're different. People ask me, why do we go the extra mile? Why do I import zeolite from Europe, or grapeseed from Italy, or this mushroom from Japan? Why do we go to all that trouble? Because it's my job to find the best. And I know our zeolite's the best, protected by 2 patents. You know, I know it's the best. I know the grapeseed is the best. And so if we're gonna have high standards, if we're gonna have the gold seal of approval, if we're gonna offer our promise to people, then I better be doing my job and not sacrificing on the most important thing, and that's the raw materials. And you're gonna feel the difference. We're unique. When we make a liquid nutritional and other people are using preservatives, we aren't. Preservatives is the easy route, trust me. It makes my life a lot easier if I didn't have these values. Because it's less expensive, it's what everybody else is doing, and it's quicker to do it with preservatives and chemical flow agents. But we don't do that. Everything in our products is going to be something that is good for you and that won't harm you ever.
So as we can see in the picture above, the Nutrify brand consists of many different products. So the first one I want to talk about is called Optimals. This is our complete minerals and multivitamin product. Instead of having to buy so many different bottles of products from competitors, you can get over 40 different GMO-free, top quality raw ingredients all inside 2 bottles. Now, seeing is believing. So what we did was we actually took some very popular supermarket brands like Centrum, Kirkland from Costco, and One A Day Woman's, and we did an apple experiment. So what happens to apples when you leave it out in the air exposed is it turns black, right, from the oxidation, kind of like rusting. So we took the different vitamins and we dissolved it into the water, and we dipped the apples in and waited 48 hours. If the antioxidant's effective, it is supposed to prevent the apple from turning black that fast. And just to let you know, on the right side, you have a bottle of water. That's our control. 2 days later, this is exactly what happens. Most of the supermarket brands turns pitch black, and then as you can see, our vitamins from Nutrify is bright yellow and looks healthy. This is testament to the quality and difference in Nutrify. So moving on, another product I would like to highlight is called Vinali. This is our organic GMO-free grapeseed extract with natural acerola cherry as vitamin C. So what makes Vinali so powerful is, if you probably heard in the studies that drinking red wine has some benefit to your health, well, taking the antioxidants from the seed of the grape is more potent than drinking a red wine. So it's essentially kind of like having a lot of the potent antioxidant protection from the grapes without having to get drunk, right? The grape seed extract is a natural antiviral, antibiotic, and anti-inflammatory. For some people that have a lot of very bad hay fever allergy symptoms and they got to go on medication, we have countless testimonials on how Vinali has helped so many of our customers fight allergies and fight hay fevers, and it's all completely natural and there is no side effects, not a drug or medication or anything like that. In addition, the vitamin C comes from acerola cherry, one of the world's most potent natural sources of vitamin C. That helps you boost the amount of collagen production in your body. Our grapes, we chose a specific supplier from Milan, Italy, in an area that's the most clinically tested and studied grapes in the whole world. These grapes are organic, GMO-free. Each grape is tested for over 400 toxic chemicals. So it's actually one of the most expensive sources of grapes for supplements any company can buy in the world. I hope this picture does not gross you up, but I mean, we had an amazing testimonial from so many customers about how Vinali and Optimals have really helped them with their health. For instance, we have this customer who had a condition called psoriasis. And 2 weeks after taking the Vinali with the Optimals, you can see a lot of her skin really cleared up. This itself is testament to the effectiveness and potency of the Nutrify products. Now, moving on, Omega Q. It is basically our ultra-purified, toxic, GMO, and allergen-free fish oil combined with coenzyme Q10. To show you the effectiveness of this fish oil, let's take a look at this fish oil test video. Here we take styrofoam cups, and we put hot water in it, and then we poke a hole in different brands of fish oil capsules, and then we squeeze the fish oil into the water. Let's take a look at what happens. So in this experiment, we compared the Kirkland Costco fish oil of Nature's Made fish oil with the Omega Q from ARIIX Nutrify. And you can see immediately the styrofoam cup literally get cut in half, just like a laser beam, and nothing happens to the rest. And what this is a proof of how pure and potent the fish oil is. Because with fish oil that's purified properly, it becomes a solvent that can attach to the styrofoam and cut it out. If it's not properly purified or it has other contaminants in it or it's like watered down, then nothing will happen. So clearly you can see, you know, our fish oil is ultra purified and is extremely potent. So moving on, let's take a look at another product called Rejuvenix. This is our superfruit energy and mental focus booster. You can see it has so many different concentrated superfruits from around the world that are very expensive if you want to go buy them, like acai berry, mangosteen, noni fruit, and so on. And we use these natural energy enhancers like the green coffee bean extract, which is a healthy, natural caffeine without all the bad things that comes out of brewed coffee beans, right? And you got L-theanine that really helps you focus and stay alert. So after taking it, if you feel tired or you have anxiety, it's hard to focus, this will help you focus and have energy. Okay, for a lot of college students, this is one of their most popular and loved products because it helps them really focus. They can be more productive. They can study. So just to show in terms of the cost effectiveness of this product, I mean, if you go ahead and go buy energy drinks or even Starbucks coffee or any other coffee, you're not only going to save money here. All right, you get a lot more uses because one bottle has way more than 4 capsules. It has 112 actually, and besides, it also is much healthier. All right, next we have Magna-Cal D. This is our very advanced bone health formula. Not only does it help you with bone health, like strengthens bone and teeth, alleviates joint pain, supports cellular health, or improves heart health, it actually also helps you grow bones. All right. And more importantly, it's actually safe because new studies find that A lot of companies use calcium that's the wrong form or the wrong ratios, and that'll actually increase the risk of your heart attack and stroke, or kidney stones. And what we have is absolutely safe, and I won't have to give you a risk of that. We also have Restorix, and the active ingredient here is Austrian zeolite, which comes from volcanoes and is a certified medical device in Europe. It pretty much can help you remove metals, radiation, a lot of toxins from your body. Also purifies and lowers the acidity in your bloodstream so that your immune system gets stronger. Moving on, that is Nutrify. Let's now shift gears and take a look at a completely different brand, Slenderize, our homeopathic weight loss brand. So what Slenderize is essentially a hormone-free homeopathic system designed to target the release of bad fat. That's fat around your organs and also the fat under your skin. And we just did a clinical test on this, which is proven the weight loss from using this program can be 2 times the rate of just using a typical diet and exercise alone. And we have a testimonial from an MD PhD doctor, Alan Organ here. He said that he personally used the products before recommending to any patients, and he lost 30 pounds in 3 months effortlessly. He just did walking, and that's it. And even he's been off draft for 6 months, and he still didn't gain any of the weight back. So that is absolutely very, very impressive. We often have people always asking, hey, how exactly do these drops work? Are they safe? Are they effective? Well, how the drops work is amazingly simple. I mean, it can't get any easier than this. All you do is put drops under your tongue before each meal. Everything in it is 100% homeopathic. Okay, that means it's herbal, all natural based. Okay, there are no contraindications with any drugs. They're doctor approved. Every ingredient is GMO free. We don't use any hormones. There are no preservatives, no artificial flavors. Everything's natural and safe. You don't have to worry about having any shots or surgery or have to live and starve yourself on shakes and bars. You can actually eat real delicious foods, which I'll show you in a second. It's not a fiber cleanse or fiber or colon cleanse. There's no intensive exercise required, though light exercise is recommended. I mean, take a look at some of the foods you're approved to eat. You can have chicken, you can have eggs, turkey, bacon, venison, roast beef. You can have fish. You can have salmon, tuna, lobster, crab, shrimp. You can eat all types of healthy vegetables, fruits. Even if you're vegan, you can do it. I mean, we also have something as a supplement to it called Pure Nourish. I'll talk about in a second. But the point is, you can eat real food and still lose weight. And in terms of our supplement, we have a Pure Nourish. This is not a protein shake. This is an actual meal or snack replacement, meaning if you're super busy every day, you have no time to prepare your meals, you have no time to cook your food, or you don't want to go out and eat fast food, hey, take this. One shake is equivalent to a full meal. You won't starve yourself, okay? It's low calories. Everything is 100% GMO pesticide free. Even if you're allergic to wheat, soy, or dairy, don't worry because we don't have any of it in here. Artificial flavors and colors doesn't exist. Every protein in here are vegetable based, such as almond protein, cranberry protein, yellow pea protein. Okay, everything's vegan friendly. It even contains your daily fiber, minerals, and vitamins. And we also add on top of it added probiotics and enzymes to help you digest better and have a stronger immune system. I mean, we have people that can't drink milk, they're lactose intolerant, and they can still take milk with this. And the enzymes will help you process that milk. As a matter of fact, it's very delicious if you take this product with coconut milk or almond milk. Okay? In my opinion, I like that better than mixing it with water. Let's talk about cost, because is this expensive? Well, check this out. For every meal, it's up $2.50. If you want to eat at a Starbucks or a coffee shop or a McDonald's breakfast, it's going to cost at least double, if not triple that price. We are lower than other competitors' prices, but on top, it's healthier, right? Everything's lower in calories, less or no saturated fat, more fiber, less carbs, less sugars. And more importantly, it adds so many other things to it, like vitamins and fiber and fatty acids and also probiotics and digestive enzymes. If you were to buy all those things separately, it'll be very expensive. So this is a very cost-effective all-in-one solution, in my opinion. So let's talk about hey, does this Slenderized program really work? Well, let's look at some testimonials, right? Let's say you're someone that want massive or average fat loss, it will do the job. Whether it's losing about a couple of pant sizes, or like Lynn in the middle here, she basically said she used to do all types of things to lose weight, counting points, give herself shots in the stomach, packaged food delivered to her home, got a carb-free diet, high-fat diet, went to group meetings, weight loss counselors, did everything like 5 or 6 times, killed herself at the gym, hired trainers, done the soup diet, and years of yo-yo dieting. And finally, with Slenderized, lost 44 pounds, around 16, 20 weeks. And that weight's not coming back. You have Lisa, who lost over 100 pounds within 8 months. She was a paraplegic. This product saved her life. All right. Let's take a look at, what if you're someone who just wants definition? Well, we have Jason here who lost 24 pounds, but his goal was really to get his 6-packs and abs to show better, because when you're getting rid of the bad fat, you lower your body fat percentage, so you get more definition. We have Jesse here who lost 16 pounds and looks great to fit in some better clothes. So what we do as Slenderize in this program is it's designed to melt the bad fat in your body. So you don't have to worry about being, you will disappear if, let's say, you're not a really, really big or round person. It's just going to get rid of the bad fat that's in your body. All right. And if you want proof how this works, we did a clinical study last year. And the result of this study showed that those that used our drops lost double more weight than those who tried to diet alone. On average, women lost half a pound a day the first 28 days. Men lost on average 2/3 a pound a day the first 28 days. That is amazing, because if you look at a lot of the competition out there, and I mean, they will lose similar weight, but it might take them a year or more. We can accomplish that within a month or 2. In terms of price, save yourself money, slim your body, not your wallet. It's definitely a lot less in price. And we also provide live questions and answers. We provide support as well, coaching if you'd like to request it. So what if you want faster, better results? Well, you can also use it with a lot of the other products like the Pure Nourish or the Nutrify products. And what will happen is you can get up to 3 times more weight loss. And we have this is what we call the clinical pack for those that are interested. So with that said, let's shift gears once more and talk about another brand known as Purity. This is our portable water filtration brand. All right, so here is Purity, the revolutionary patented portable water filtration technology. So why in the world is Purity such a big deal? And by the way, it's one of my most favorite brands to represent. See, if people actually spent the time to get themselves educated about the issues with regards to water and drinking water, I believe they will not see water the same way ever again. Right? I mean, think about it. If most of us who live in modern day society or a first world country, we take clean drinking water for granted. I mean, you can get it anywhere. There's a bottle of water, just go to the supermarket, buy it, or you just go to a tap, fill up with some water. But what exactly is the real global issue with drinking water? Well, take a look at this globe on your left-hand side. Okay, do you see that sphere of water sitting on top of the United States? That sphere, okay, let me zoom in for you. Okay, that sphere actually represents the summation of all the water on planet Earth, salt water and ice and fresh water. The water on top of the land and even under land, so everything on planet Earth. That is that sphere right there. And you see to the right of it, there's a smaller sphere, probably above Kentucky. That represents only the fresh water that's available on planet Earth. And then that small dot you see under there near Florida or north of Florida, that represents the amount of drinkable fresh water. The point is there's a limited amount of drinkable fresh water on planet Earth. And the more we pollute it, the less and less drinkable drinking water will remain. And we cannot do anything about it because that's just how much resources we have on planet Earth. So Did you know that every drop of water you drink is an accumulation of everything the industry makes? See, I mean, check this out. Whatever garbage we put in your soil through landfill or maybe into the air through burning, it all gets in the water because of rain and snow. Think about what's going in our soils. Our garbage like batteries, plastics, metals, glass, light bulbs, water from our showers, which includes skin products, hair products, cleaning products, our toilet flushings, which includes everything we consume, including medicines and drugs like birth control pills and toilet cleaning products. And there's even more. It's all of that goes into the drinking water. And if any of us somehow feel that drinking a bottle of bottled water is safer and more pure, maybe because you've seen a commercial with the pristine mountain glaciers and the deers running across the green grass, and the advertising and commercials, we have been duped to think that bottled water is cleaner than tap water. Because the reality is, if you did your research, 40% of all bottled water is the same exact thing as tap water. And on top of that, most bottled water companies are less regulated than the tap water companies. Okay? Meaning that you could really have anything in the bottled water. Not to mention the plastics they use to make the bottled water. It contains hormone disruptors or estrogen disruptors. And if you don't know how bad those things are, hormone disruptors can actually cause all types of diseases, from birth defects to cancers to mental health issues. And that does not even include the impact of all the pollution caused by bottled water. Did you know that only 10% of all bottled plastics are actually recycled? And so the majority of bottles, okay, that is 120,548 bottles, end up in landfills or the ocean every single minute. And that poisons the fish we eat, including a lot of fish oil, by the way, and also kills 100 million marine animals every year. In my opinion, purity is an ideal solution, namely because it can ensure safe, pure drinking water from any water source in the world, taking out all traces of those bad things we mentioned. It's not just a carbon filter like those Brita filters. It filters more than just dirt and taste. So how long will each filter last? Well, a filter is designed for 50 gallons of filtration, but we tested it for 100 gallons. Usually we recommend you change it every couple months. So what that means is if you use a filter, it can filter 400 and 800 bottles of bottled water. And imagine every single person did the same thing. How many bottles of bottled water do we save from polluting the environment, from landfills to oceans, and all of the effects related to that pollution? Now, so how powerful is this filter? Well, it filters almost everything, right? From bacteria, viruses, parasites, to heavy metals and pharmaceuticals and chemical pollutants and chloride and fluoride and radioactive substances. We exceed all governmental standards in terms of the filtration power. And to this day, right now, it's one of the most powerful water filters that's portable, doesn't require batteries or a power source in the market. And what about the cost? Is it expensive? It costs you about $1 per gallon of water. And if you compare it to a bottle of water, it's about 14 cents per bottle of water using a filter. It's extremely cost effective. So if you want any visual proof that the filter works, I mean, you can put Coca-Cola into the bottle and squeeze it out, and pure water will come out. The colors and everything get filtered out. Ian himself drank toilet water with their own CEO, shows that he is confident about the quality of purity, and he was drinking the muddy puddle water from the sidewalk. I mean, we have people in Africa using the product because it filters out all the diseases and poisonous metals that are found in their drinking water supply. So if people are educated on the water crisis and the environmental issues, then this product and technology, in my opinion, can revolutionize the way we all drink water in the world today. All right, now let's take a look at how we can get paid with an ARIIX business. The ARIIX patent pending compensation plan is also known as Activate. It is a multi-line compensation plan and is one of the highest paying compensation plans in the industry. Now first, we'll need to have a business. To get one, there are 2 steps. Step 1, you will have to get a membership known as the BOSS or Business Orientation System. It includes all the basic training materials you need to learn how to build this business and is personally developed by our one and only master distributor, Professor Tim Sales. The cost will be a one-time $30 fee. With that, you will get a business represented by a blue circle known as an income position. Below, you'll notice there's 2 yellow lines. If you're not familiar with this line of work, each line represents a different market or a different customer base you can build your business under. I will explain more of how that works in a second. Step 2 is you got to try out some products by selecting a startup package. If you have a business, it kind of doesn't make sense that you're marketing and promoting products and services that you're not willing to use yourself, right? So there are 3 entry levels. There's a 150 point level, there's a 500 point level, and there's a 1,000 point level. Every product in our company is represented by a point value. And the reason why is we do business in so many countries, points are easy to track and it's easily converted into different currencies. 150 points is around US $200. 500 points is around $700 and 1,000 points is around $1,250. What's the difference between these 3 options? Well, the bigger point packages obviously contains a lot more products for you to use, try out, or even retail. In addition, there is something known as a 2X membership. This is completely optional, but in my opinion, if you want a serious business, it's a no-brainer to get it. If you're a 2X member, all products you buy from your business get double the discounts, meaning 30% off retail price on all your orders for life. Any bonuses you earn in the business, you earn double. So you make more and you save more. Now, how do you get a 2X membership? Well, if you get started with the 500 or 1,000 point levels, the 2X membership's already included. However, if you choose to start with the minimum option, to get the 2X membership, you can either purchase it with a one-time $150 fee, or you can simply upgrade to either the 500 or 1,000 point level anytime in the future, simply by purchasing the difference in products. Now, with that said, what are other differences? Well, one of the most important differences is that the larger packages gives you a higher income potential. If you look at the images on the right, the P stands for power line and the $sign stands for a pay line. Every pay line can pay you up to $180,000 a year in residual income. So as the smallest option gives you 1 pay line, second option gives you 2, and the third option gives you 3. So therefore, a lot of people that want a lot higher income potential in this business would start with the larger package. So it is my recommendation for you to invest in a startup packages that fits your financial goals. Now, let's take a look at 3 types of customers. First, there's retail customers. These are people that want to buy a product from you one time, just maybe to try out. The second type of customers are preferred customers. These are loyal customers that want to order products from ARIIX every single month. These customers cannot make any money. Lastly, we have members and representatives. Tim Sales and myself are considered representatives. We are customers, but we also have the ability to refer and get other customers, meaning we can do business with ARIIX and make money by marketing ARIIX's products and services. So let's take a look at how that works. So let's say you refer Joe into the business and Joe sponsors Amy, Amy sponsors Lisa, Lisa sponsors Jack, and Jack this week does 1,000 points in product sales. What happens then is every single person above Jack also gets those 1,000 points, no matter how many levels deep. It could be 1,000 levels deep. Every single point will always go up to everyone on top on that same line. So do you see now everyone above Jack, including myself, will have the financial incentive to personally help Jack grow his business? Because the larger his business grows, the more points each one of us also get on our line number 1. The reason why this is extremely important to understand is because rarely will you find another business where other people have an invested interest in your success. For instance, if you own a restaurant, do you think other people in your neighborhood who also own restaurants want you to have a lot of customers? What about in your workplace? Do you see any other coworkers wanting you to get a promotion before they do? Or let's say you're in real estate. Do you think other real estate agents in your neighborhood have an invested interest in you selling a lot of houses? So in this case, if Joe, Amy, Lisa, and Jack, but they still all want to help each other out because together everyone achieves more. So with this RX business, you are in business for yourself, but definitely not by yourself. And that's what makes this an amazing business if you choose to work it. Now, let's take a look. What happens then if Jack, Lisa, Amy, and Joe each does 1,000 points in sales? Then you have a total of 4,000 points on your line number 1. And let's say on your line number 2, the same week you have Jane and Tom, and they all do 1,000 points each. Then you have a total of 2,000 points accumulated. Keep in mind, every single person can really come from any country ARIIX can do business in, which means you have an international business by default. So how do we pay you base commissions? Well, every single week ARIIX will look at all your points. The line that has the most points we'll call your power line. And all the other lines that have less points we'll call your pay line. So let's just say week number 1 we have a total of 4,000 points on your power and 2,000 points on your pay. Well, then you'll get paid a total of 15% of whatever is on your pay line this week, which comes out to be $300. After you get paid out of that 2,000 points, they will match it with the power line and deduct the 2,000 from both sides, meaning you'll have a total of 2,000 carried over for week number 2 and 0 on your pay line. What are carryover points? All that means is when your second week begins, before you do any business, you start off with those 2,000 points. And let's say you have no new business coming in from your power line, but 2,000 new points coming in from your pay line, then you earn another 15% off your pay line, which gives you another $300. So to stay active and qualify for base commissions each month, all you need to do is purchase a minimum of 75 points, which is around $100 US, each month in your auto delivery order. And anything that you buy beyond 75 points will be auto balanced, meaning all those extra points will be automatically placed on your pay line to give you the biggest possible check each week. In my opinion, this is definitely not hard to do. Imagine any other business you want to start. How much will your startup cost be? How about every single month your overhead costs? Don't you have to hire employees, buy inventory, buy equipment and supplies, pay for the rent, the utilities? I mean, the list goes on and on. Here, ARIIX really does all the heavy lifting for you. To just maintain your business, all you got to do is redirect money from whatever you're currently spending, maybe at the supermarket, into your own business. For instance, instead of buying coffee from the local coffee shop, get some Rejuvenex. Instead of buying water and drinks from the supermarket, you can invest in a Purity. Instead of eating out as much at the fast food joint, at the restaurants, save your money, get yourself some Pure Nourish. It makes a great snack, great breakfast, and you're going to get healthy or maybe lose some weight. So in a sense, how ARIIX has designed a business is if you're willing to invest in your own health, you have your own business. It can't get any easier than that. So as you grow your business, what happens then if the pay line exceeds the power line? In this example, let's say in week number 2, you only have 2,000 points on your power line, but there's 6,000 points coming in on your pay line. In this case, the power and pay line simply flips, and your base commission is 15% of the new pay line. So in short, power line and pay lines can always change depending on your business, but your base commission is always 15% of your pay line. It's that simple. Now, let's take a look at another question. What happens if I join the business but I cannot start building it from the beginning? Or let's say later on I have to take a 6-month break from the business, whatever the reason may be. Well, as long as you're active in the business using at least 75 points of products on your auto delivery, you'll never lose any carryover points that can count towards your future paychecks. So in other words, if you're part of a growing team, rest assured that there should be business continuing to grow on your power line. And you can continue accumulating points up to 13,334 points per line. And when you are ready to build the business, then simply build business on your pay line and get paid. So it makes sense to get your position as soon as possible, because if you're part of a growing team, it is inevitable for a power line to grow beneath you, and you want to capitalize on that. The next step is for you to break even and generate positive cash flow. To achieve this, you simply sponsor 4 to 6 active members, and that's it. There's no time limit on when you can achieve this. So what this means is when you sponsor 4 people into the business and they use 75 points of products every month, you will earn something called a team lead bonus. And that, in combination with your base commissions, will give you over $100 of earnings to cover your monthly auto delivery, meaning you break even. After you achieve that, let's say you want to make even more passive income. Every week, ARIIX pays you commissions and bonuses from business you and your entire network generate through 1. Retail customers, 2. Preferred customers, 3. Enrollment product purchases from your new members and representatives, and lastly, auto delivery orders of all your members and representatives. So as you grow your network of members and representatives, then you should be getting more and more business. Keep in mind, everyone's different, so you might have some people producing 75 points a month, some people doing thousands of points a month. So it can really vary. But together, all of the points, month after month, week after week, will pay you that residual or passive income. So you may also be wondering, what if I decide to build a business with more than 2 lines? What are the benefits? Well, in this example, let's take a look at 4 lines. The first line will be known as the power line. All the other 3 will be called the pay line. Let's say you had a total of 8,000 points divided amongst these 4 lines. Well, then what happens is you get paid 15% per pay line, so that's a total of $900. Compare that with, let's say you had only 2 lines, but the same exact amount of sales volume of 8,000 points. Divided amongst 2 lines will be 4,000 per line. 15% of the pay line here will yield you $600. So clearly you can see you can actually make 50% more commissions just by having more lines. You will definitely have more leverage and can multiply your earnings with just 1 power line. So for a lot of us, it is a no-brainer to get started in your business with more than 2 lines. So next here we see a chart that highlights all the leadership positions one can obtain. For instance, if you earn $25, you become a team lead. If you earn $100, you become a senior supervisor. If you earn $150, a manager, and it can go on and on and on, from vice president to officer to senior officer, president, CEO, chairperson, and so on. Every pay line maximum can pay you $2,000 per week. And if you want to earn more than $2,000 a week in base commissions, all you have to do is build more than 1 pay line. It's that simple. Now, one of the ranks I would like to talk about is director. I hope everyone that builds this business will aim for it, because once you earn $250, you also qualify for something known as the savings bonus. So every time I earn $250 or more, the company will give me an extra 15%, assuming I'm a 2X member, bonus up to $500 a week or $2,000 a month. So for example, let's say I make $1,000 this week in base commissions. Then the company will pay me an extra $150. This money will be put in a savings bank, and as this bank accumulates, as I keep making more and more money, I will get paid a lump sum when $10,000 is reached in the bank. After that, then I will get paid monthly with a luxury bonus. So the reason why ARIIX chooses to do this is to teach us good savings habits, because more than often, many people who have their own business will take every dollar they earn and spend it somewhere, so they have no savings left. In this case, with the bonus, we can develop sound financial habits and use our savings for whatever we choose, whether it's a down payment for a new car, luxury items, a vacation, or simply to pay off our debt. Lastly, I like to talk about the lifetime matching bonus. In my opinion, this is one of the most lucrative bonuses ARIIX has to offer. If you are interested to make 6 figures or more with an ARIIX business, this is the bonus you got to pay attention to. So let's say that's me. I sponsor 4 people, and these are considered my first generation or 1G. Then I earn something known as gold status. When I'm gold, I qualify for the matching bonus. And how it works is my first 3 generations in my network, I will earn 15, 10, and 5%. If you don't know what that means, people you sponsor are your first generation. Then people they sponsor is your second generation, and so on and so forth. So let's say if I sponsored Bob and I helped Bob make $1,000 this week, then ARIIX will pay me $150 in matching bonus as a reward for me helping my people make money. Let's say Bob sponsors Joe, and Joe I help make $1,000 as well. Then I'll get 10% matching bonus or $100 for helping Joe make money. Do you see how this works? Matching bonus ensures that everyone that comes into business are well supported and taken care of. What it truly rewards are for people that will actually take the time to train and coach people to become leaders in a business. See, in this industry, many compensation plans reward people that do a very good job recruiting or getting customers. However, in ARIIX, we believe it's not about quantity or how much one person can do, but it's about proper duplication. So matching bonus ensures that. As a matter of fact, even beyond these first 3 generations, matching bonus will also pay up to 7 generations of 5% each as you continue growing the business. Just to show you how significant matching bonus can be, if you take a look at this, you sponsor 4 people and they sponsor 4, and let's say your organization grows 4, 16, 64, all the way to 7th generation at 16,384. And let's say every single person on the 7th generation earns $100. 5% of that is $5 per person in matching bonus. Then what will happen is that is over $80,000 per month in just matching bonus. Now, of course, how many people are truly able to build an organization over 20,000 people? Because that type of business involves a lot of skills and leadership. Well, what if you get only 10% of it? If 90% fail, then that still means almost another $10,000 a month in matching bonus. And keep in mind, this is lifetime passive income, meaning that it will pay you month after month after month. So as long as you focus in training your people to become excellent leaders, then matching bonus will yet be another stream of income for you. And this is in addition to the base commissions and all the other bonuses that ARIIX has to offer. So in summary, building your ARIIX business involves 3 simple steps. Step 1, you sponsor your 4. That will give you the team lead bonus to break even and matching bonus, which is essentially a 25 to 35% pay raise for the rest of your life. Step 2, help at least 2 of those 4 people do the same exact thing. And step 3, you train those 2 people to duplicate steps number 1 and 2. So as your business and base commissions continue to grow, you will advance in leadership levels and you'll also automatically qualify for more bonuses in your business. Some things I really like about ARIIX's compensation plan is there are no hidden tripwires or hoops you have to jump through. And there is no punishment if you don't truly and fully understand all the bells and whistles of our compensation plan. See, some companies, they have sales quotas or group volume requirements, or you have to do so much within a certain X number of months, or if you don't, then you don't get all the benefits. Well, we don't have any of that. In addition, we have full protection by the Members' Bill of Rights, meaning our businesses are truly protected from the company ever changing a compensation plan or even taking away our businesses unjustly. So, in conclusion, what kind of support should you expect by working with us? Well, our team, known as the ARIIX Infinity team, has a vision to become the best branded hybrid multilingual team in ARIIX. We want to provide you with a simple-to-use turnkey marketing system. Whether or not you want to use offline marketing or online marketing, we're going to provide you the right tools and solutions for that, even if you don't know any technical know-how. If you're into internet marketing, we're going to provide you with some of the best in-house direct response marketing optimized tools and sales funnels. And more importantly, we'll provide you with some of the best easily accessible 24/7 marketing coaching and training in our online business university. In short, we want to create a diverse global community focused on ARIIX's vision to help each other generate passive income, time freedom, and unleashing our potentials for good. So let's take a look at what some other people have to say about us. Start with our CEO, Dr. Fred Cooper.
Hi, I'm Fred Cooper and I'm the CEO of ARIIX, and I want to take a minute to welcome you to ARIIX Infinity Team. And of course, if you've already joined, you better get to know this gentleman here on my left, Bob, and this gentleman here on my right, Dennis. I've known them forever. They are excellent at teaching you how to build a direct selling company. And with the products that we have, you are going to find that this company really is going to change your life and the customers that you bring.
Let's take a look at what New York Times bestseller, Robert G. Allen has to say.
Hi, my name is Robert Allen. I'm here with Dennis and with Robert as well. Welcome to the ARIIX Infinity team. ARIIX is an amazing company. That means infinity, and that's what you're trying to do, is create double infinity, if that's possible. My name is Robert Allen, the author of New York Times bestsellers, Multiple Streams of Income, The 1 Minute Millionaire, Nothing Down, Creating Wealth. And I love ARIIX. I love these guys. I love the team that they're building. It's an amazing company, and they're going to be teaching you things about how you build on the internet, which is kind of rare to do in our kind of industry. So have a great experience, ARIIX.
And let's see what President Mark Wilson has to say.
Hello, ARIIX Infinity team. I'm Mark Wilson, president here at ARIIX International, and I'm here with your two leaders, Robert and Dennis, and we're excited to be with you. We've been in Vegas training for the last couple of days with some of the very best in the industry. They're all access to you because you're part of this amazing team. It's one of the fastest growing teams in ARIIX. You need to listen to them, plug into their systems. You're going to have a great time. We're going to build a business together. We're going to have fun, we're going to make money, and we're going to change lives. Welcome again to the hottest team in ARIIX.
So with that said, please get back to your friend who shared this webinar with you and let them know whether you're an A, B, or C. A is if you know enough to get started and immediately begin your training. B is you may have some questions or you like to try out the products first. Or C, this is not for you at the moment, but please let your friend know because your friendship is still more important than anything else, including business. Thank you for taking the time to watch this webinar and learn more about the ARIIX opportunity. I wish you the best of luck, and I look forward to working with you if our paths shall cross.